anywhere they need you to, that's where you got to go, and that's what we practice all through OTAs, through camp. I played a lot of different positions, and I just got to prepare myself for wherever they see fit that I need to go in.
How difficult is it to start the week at left guard and move over to left tackle? How many reps do you feel like you need to be ready?
Yeah, it definitely it has its challenges. It's a little easier to go outside to inside than inside to outside, of course, but you definitely want to try to get as many reps as you can at the position that you think you're going to be playing or possibly playing. But again, at the end of the week, you don't know, and you can get thrown in at any time, anywhere. So you definitely try to get the majority of that week at the position that you're going to play, but things happen.
What's the most difficult part about that?
It's a lot of adjusting to different players. On the edge, you got a lot of guys that are a little smaller bodies, but a lot faster, a lot more agile. Inside, you get a lot bigger guys, a lot stronger guys. It deals with different angles, different reps, there's a lot of different things, and then scheme-wise too. You're working with a whole different group of guys that maybe you're not used to working with or don't work with as much. So it's kind of finding those nuances that the guy next to you does that you can help or that they may not do that you need to make up slack for. So it's definitely interesting trying to work out that dynamic between guys too.
When facing Dallas, the first person that comes up is Micah Parsons. Just what is the thing maybe that you have to look for the most when going against a talented rusher like that?
Man, he's a good player. He's a really good player. He has all the attributes of what you want as an edge rusher, and so you got to kind of scheme him up. You got to be able to make sure that you're studying film, seeing what his rush patterns are, what his third down patterns are, what his first and second down patterns, what he does in the run game. But it's a lot of studying and it's a lot of game plan.
Yeah, we've seen you like a lot at tackle here and not as much at guard. But it's kind of, how have you been able to manage that transition to playing both?
Yeah, it's been interesting. So actually last season, right before preseason, I actually got my first snaps at guard, and like I said, I've never played guard in my career until I got to the NFL, and so it's been interesting. It's been fun, but it actually went a little smoother than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a fish out of water in there, but it actually felt pretty good, felt a little more natural, and it's a lot easier staying on one side, of course, than switching sides, but so going from left tackle, left guard makes it a lot more easier.
Is it a huge technique difference, or is it more just like the different types of players you're going up against on the interior?
The big one is types of players, but there is definite technique differences. So, like, for instance, on your passing downs, you're looking for, twist pickups and snapping a guy out rather than maybe walling a guy down to the guard and passing him off, or having those edge rushers that can play out in a 12 technique or wide 9 and be able to rush straight upfield. You got a little more condensed space there to fight those guys.
And for you personally, was just to get the opportunity to show you can play both. What does that mean for you?
Absolutely, that's huge, and that's what I wanted. They talked to me about guard before the season, and I said, anywhere you need me to be, I'll be coach. And so it's been good that I've been able to get film at 4 different positions in the preseason. I was able to go ahead and in week 1 play half a game at guard, so be able to showcase that if you need to put me there, I'll be there for it.
Did you have a chance in that touchdown ended up going to Foster?
there was definitely a possible chance there.
No, I'm saying, would you have gotten it if the ball would have come your way?
Yeah, 100%. Sell out for it.
Yeah.